So a couple of people on this channel have asked me to make videos talking about the recent correction in the market price of VET, and whether I think that this is a meaningful pullback in the general market, which represents the beginning of the market's reversal from a bullish to a bearish sentiment, or whether this is a good point for further accumulation or maybe even a quick swing trade. One thing to understand is that VET is still subject to the movement of the general market, and no matter how good the long-term growth of the Vechain platform has been, in terms of growth in partnerships and growth in genuine transaction volume, if the crypto market does crash, which it eventually will, the market price of VET will fall with it almost surely. The question isn't and has never been if the market will crash, but when, and more importantly how much further will the price of VET rise before it crashes. More money has been lost in crypto waiting for the market to crash than has been made from predicting crashes, and that's because it's a very hard thing to do. Whenever people ask me whether they should buy the dip, I always ask them whether they would be comfortable holding through a bear market if the price were to crash tomorrow. As investors, one of our jobs is to plan for achieving the best outcomes, but preparing our portfolios and ourselves for the worst case scenario. The number one way that people lose money in crypto is panic selling, and the reason as to why panic selling is so common is because most people overlook the importance of preparation for the worst. They only see the upside potential and they don't ask themselves about the potential risk involved. And I want to be absolutely clear with investors here on my opinion. I'm not going to hype up the market or continually call for a price explosion. The truth is the market prices of many cryptos, including VET, are high right now. That doesn't mean that they won't increase this bull run or in the future. I personally think that VET will continue to rise substantially beyond its current point, but because the short-term price rises have been so aggressive, it means that there is an increasing chance of a correction. Remember that crypto prices do not rise in a steady line, and VET is no exception. Even if the price is to rise over time, you can bet that it won't be a steady journey, and there will be a lot of volatility along the way. And so I think that if you are considering buying VET or VTHO right now, and considering buying the dip, please be aware of the fact that you may need to hold through a bearish market, and there is nothing wrong with this as bear markets are as much a part of the fabric of crypto as bull markets are. But again, many investors do underestimate the psychological effects of seeing their portfolio falling in market value by 50, 60 or even more %, and eventually they give in and they panic sell. This happens over and over again in crypto in each successive cycle, and is in my view the main contributing factor to capital loss in the crypto market. I mean the very fact that the market price of almost every crypto out there has risen substantially this year, and that during that time about 80% of crypto investors have lost money, means that there has to be something else or a combination of other things driving these losses. And in my opinion, one of the main things is investors underestimating the chances of a bear market. And again, I'm not saying that the market will crash or that VET will fall with it anytime soon, but I am saying that it could, and the more that the price of VET rises, the more likely a crash becomes. And when people ask me whether they should buy the dip, I ask whether they are comfortable holding if the market were to crash. And just by answering this simple question, investors may be able to save themselves a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.